Okay, now high school kids, while they're still in high school, could get grants to take classes at local colleges. Isn't that great? Yeah, and they're now giving out grants to high school kids who are, accelerated, and want to also take some college credit classes while they're finishing high school. I mean, that's what happened in our country now. There's no time limit on when you do stuff anymore. And there's something like 1.5 million kids doing this, and it's like 82% of the high schools participate in this dual program. So while you're taking courses at high school, hey, I think I'd like to take, world history at the local college, and you feel good enough to do it, you can try it. And now there's grants for that to make sure more people do something like that. And actually looking at that from the Department of Education, they're giving out $20 million. It's the first year they're doing this, and they're going to give out $20 million for people to do this, students, kids to do this. So if you have a student or a student, a high school student, remind them they can do this, and it's usually the local community college or local university or whatever it is. And see, they'll charge you. Sometimes it's free, but other times they'll have to charge you tuition. So now when they charge you tuition, you can get a grant, a Pell Grant, the same, Pell Grant money, but this is extra money they're putting aside just for this. And by the way, I was reading, the Department of Education that Obama increased Pell Grants 70%. That's how much more money that people are going out. And that really means, because, that is they have to give you the money as long as you apply, So that's why more people are applying and going to school like that. And make sure you don't go to one of these expensive colleges if you're short on money, because the worst thing that happens is that people, are graduating college with all this debt, and that's nonsense, because then you're not buying stuff, you're taking jobs you hate just to pay off your debt and all this kind of stuff. And it's a tough life that way. So that's why you use the inexpensive stuff here. You can get 2 years of local community college for next to nothing, and then go on to a bigger university or go overseas. Realize overseas you go for nothing. So it costs you $3,000 in plane fare, but you're going to save $40,000 a year in tuition. Yeah, there's universities and it's all in English. There's 3,000 programs in Europe alone, to do things like that. So there's always options, and I think we just get trapped into competing with the Joneses, what the people next door are doing or whatever. And that's the problem with Google. You go into Google and say, well, it's the best university. It's the people who are spending millions of dollars, and they're not going to tell you about the free one, that you don't know about, because they're not advertising. So the people that are getting your money, don't forget, are advertising heavily on the internet, figuring out, maybe it's not an ad, but they figure out how to manipulate the system so their opportunity or their website is on the first page or the first couple of pages. So that's the problem with Google and searching. So you have to expand your mind, and not just believe that, oh, I found it on the internet, so it must be right. It ain't. Or it's stuff that's the better stuff that you don't know about. So keep expanding their mind, and make sure you check your local community college or your state university. Man, that's the best education deal in the world.